You are a spirit-filled leader. You are also a Free Methodist pastor appointed to lead the church in your community. And we need to work of undeniable blessing. We need to be with each other, to support one another, to learn and grow together. It's not merely a good idea, but rather a biblical mandate and a professional responsibility. In our network of churches, we have grown over the past several years, and this despite great adversity, social stresses, even a modern plague. These two factors, growth and external stresses, have created new challenges for our conference. Meeting in person, a clear preference for most of us before the pandemic, has diminished. Meeting virtually, or not at all, has crept in as a preference. And this is true in many of our churches. It's a national reality, not just us, but it's also true for many of us who pastor in a strong and healthy network, a network that weakens if we do not meet. Likewise, growth has required new structures and strategies to provide real support and healthy networking. Many of our churches have grown and have needed to move to multiple services. Some have planted new churches. Small group networks have been formed. And if you're leading one of these churches, you know this leads to initial resistance, but it's clearly needed for sustained growth. This is also true of our conference. The reason we have moved to the regional focus with Blessing Catalysts is to create a sustainable, scalable model for increased support of a growing network of churches, for increased support for you. It also means, though, that we don't see each other in our larger connection as often as we used to. But I pray that we're developing stronger regional connections, which will have deep and broad impact on our mission together. There are 2 times a year when we do get together, Pastor, when all of us get together. The first such gathering is annual conference. Our Free Methodist Constitution requires us, as pastors, along with our lay leaders, to gather. This is a critical meeting that John Wesley is right in calling a means of grace. The other time that we get together as a whole is in January or February every year. And this year, we call this the GOLD event. In previous years, we called it the Multiply event. GOLD, it's an acronym for Gather and Organize Leaders for Deployment. In Spanish, the acronym does not work as well. Forgive me, friends, it really doesn't work at all. But the principle of gathering together as a united conference remains the same. We are excited that our GOLD event this year features Larry Walkemeyer. Dr. Walkemeyer pastored one of the largest churches and most productive church planting congregation in the Free Methodist Church USA. His church is Light and Life Church in Longview, California, and he's a key leader of Exponential, the nation's largest, most prolific church planting and church health organization. He's written several books and equips international teams for multiplying ministries. And Larry will be here to provide support for our churches, for you, in developing or improving our evangelistic disciple-making systems, which this is the heart of Jesus' Great Commission and the heart of how we multiply spirit-led believers who lovingly belong and undeniably blessed. GOLD is hosted this year by the Oasis of Living Water Church in San Jose. We launch with prayer on Friday night, February 23rd, 7 o'clock. If you can make it, you will be undeniably blessed. And I know many can't make it for prayer. And while we encourage this, it's not required. But Saturday, February 24th, we meet from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. And we will worship, and we will pray, learn, discuss, and plan together. We will anoint and commission new missionaries and church planters together. You are encouraged to bring lay leaders with you today, please. And please register so we know how much food and space to prepare. To do that, go to undeniableblessing.org/gold24. I will see you with joy in my heart. It will be an undeniable blessing. And in Christ, you are an undeniable blessing to the world.